Alright, good morning and welcome to my second video of 2024 at MECUM Kissimmee. Today is Saturday, the big day here at MECUM Auctions. A lot of high dollar expensive cars going across the block today. Could be a record setting day for MECUM Auctions today with the 8-figure Ferraris. So let's get started. Seems like every year there's one of these here. 1956 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. These came out in 1955. Was pretty much the fastest production car back in 1955. I think they're the fastest production car until the Shelby Cobra beat it in the mid-60s. Here it is with that red leather interior. And it does have the tailored luggage in the back. It's a gorgeous car. Of course, you have a matching convertible over here as well in gray. Truly a piece of art. Here's take a look at this interior. Of course, we all know these steering wheels tilt. These steering wheels tilt forward like this and tilt back to give ease to entrance and exit of the driver. Look at this. Pretty incredible cars. Of course, with a 3-liter inline 6 with a 4-speed manual transmission. It's supposed to be going up on the block later today. 1956 300 SL Gullwing. Here's another very special car at this auction. 1993 Jaguar XJ220. Now, of course, the 220 was supposed to mean the top speed, but unfortunately, the only top speed it only got to during testing was 212 miles an hour. Now, most of these cars I've seen was purple. These are actually popular cars back in the day. Elton John actually had one. These actually were back in the day in 1993 the fastest production car, beating out the Porsche 959. And of course, during this time, Jaguar was very prominent in sports car racing, especially Le Mans. And here's a testament to their sports car racing heritage and production during that time in the early 90s. 1993 Jaguar XJ220. These are truly badass Corvettes. This is truly my favorite kind of C6 Corvette, the ZR1. You rarely saw these when I worked at the Chevrolet dealership as a technician, but when they did come in, it was a very special day. I've driven a couple of these customer cars and off the truck to inspect them for the lot. Of course, with the LS9 V8 engine and the 6-speed manual transmission. These are really when Corvette started going after the European market, but unfortunately the interior did not live up to that. You still have that crappy plastic GM interior that they were known for in the 90s and 2000s. I didn't really care for getting a cobalt steering wheel on a car that cost over $100,000, but it is what it was back in the day. Now the C7 came out and they transformed like what a Corvette really was, and especially the C8 with the rear engine, but these are still amazing cars and I still prefer a C6 ZR1. Here's a rare opportunity to tell the difference between a 2018 and 2023 Dodge Demon. This is a 2018 and this is the new 2023 last call Dodge Demon DC170. Now, of course, the major difference on the exterior is there's no fender flare on the front wheels on the new DC170. And these are sequential matching numbers cars, which you could do from the factory when these came out. Of course, the Dodge Demon, 808 horsepower. And of course, you do get the Demon crates with them as well. And this does have the passenger seat. And this car does have the back seat as well. And this one that is matching. This has the back seat and the passenger seat, which are dollar options. These come deleted, but you buy them additional. There you go. There's your Demons 2018, 2023. Here we go. 1970 Chevelle SS 454 pilot car, which is meaning this is the earliest documented 454 SS LS6 Chevelle ever produced. So this could be the first LS6 Chevelle ever. And here it is at MECUM Kissimmee 2024. Of course, the LS6 Chevelle was 454, putting out around 450 horsepower. But of course, being GM at the time, I'm sure it had close to 500 horsepower plus to deter the insurance companies. But I love this gold paint and the black stripes, and you have the black interior. Of course, it's automatic instead of a 4-speed. but truly a gorgeous car. Of the top tier muscle cars of the GM era, 454 LS6 Chevelle. Here's a nice project car for somebody. 1969 Ford Torino Talladega. These were the cars that dominated on the NASCAR circuit back in the day. Of course, Dodge came out with the Daytona to counteract that dominance. But of course, these had the slant nose on the front end, and you had that slant back roof line that was pivotal on these super speedways back in for the 1969 and 70 season. Now this is powered by the 428 Cobra jet engine. 750 of these Ford Torino Talladegas were built, compared to the little over 500 produced of the Dodge Daytonas for 1969. There's not a lot of these Talladegas around, so who knows what this price would go for. Of course, the automatic transmission. Interior's in decent shape. You know, some of the bright work needs some work on it, but it looks really good. But here it is, 1969 Ford Torino Talladega. This is pretty badass right here. It's a 1972 Chevrolet C30 Camper. This was built for the 2017 SEMA show. I remember seeing pictures of this thing on the internet when this was at the SEMA show. Of course, it has the 67, 68 front end on it. I love the inlets on the hood here. I love the custom inlets. Same way for where the turn signals would be right here. I love these inlets as well. Very custom. A lot of fabrication went into this thing to get this kind of a quality of truck. This does have a full air ride suspension. It's LS3 powered. I don't know if you can see the interior, but it looks basically a stock interior almost with some modern touches. Alright, here's later in the day inside the camper. Look at the beer cans up on the roof. You have a flat screen TV on the wall. Looks like a inside of a bar. Very cool layout here. Look at the styling on the tables. Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, that is cool.
Wow. That's crazy. Here's to the other entrance. Look at the floor. Looks like the bed floor. Of course, there's your air tanks, your wraparound bench. Wow.
A little bit more than you planned on until you walked over to it. Cool.
Yeah. If you subscribe to Hot Rod Magazine, you may recognize this as a Hot Rod Magazine cover car back in 2019. The story of this car, the original owner, his dream was to win the Riddler Award, which is the most prestigious award in hot rodding and custom cars. Unfortunately, the owner died. It did end up winning the Riddler Award in 2019. The builder's son took the award in his honor. This is a 15-year build. This is like a combination of a Cadillac and a Nomad. This car was like everywhere in 2019. I think it was on a couple of shows on Motor Trend as well. I think it was at the SEMA show. This is just a very famous Cadillac. I think it went across the block, I think on Friday, for $325,000. Just look at the craftsmanship of these hood and stuff. Because the original Cadillac hoods were like basically the whole perimeter of the hood, and they shortened it, pancaked it down, and made it the opening a little closer, made the opening a little smaller. Look at the woodwork in the interior. And just look at this angle right here with the fins. You almost wish Cadillac made a Nomad. Amazing view. No wonder this car won the Riddler Award. Such a beautiful custom car. No, they got the lines perfect, straight, no door handles or anything breaking up the lines. Very well done. Here's a crazy muscle car build. Even though it looks like a 1971 Hemi Cuda, this is actually a 2022 Dodge Redeye. See, there's a Redeye drivetrain, but this body is a full carbon fiber body. Let's check it out. Everything is carbon fiber. Fenders, the panels under the hood. There's crazy, like mix for plum crazy. This is insane. Of course, you have the Redeye interior. But look at the rear. Look at how this body is on this Redeye chassis. Look at this. It looks just like a 1971 Cuda. Look how crazy that paint is with that sparkle. I don't know if it's coming through the camera or not, but this is very well done. '22 Dodge Hellcat Redeye.
I'm gonna